Coming up on 5 Good Minutes with the Watts Brothers, WTech Sports Talk, I'm going to talk about Rob Ryan and his tenure with the Saints at the time and what happened and why is this all coming up. We'll talk about that coming up next. 5 Good Minutes with the Watts Brothers, WTech Sports Talk. Welcome to the show. Darren here. On the other side of me is Daryl Watts. There he is.
Yep. What's going on?
All right. All right. Well, today we actually have Rob Ryan and his tenure with the Saints. What happened during his tenure with the Saints, his last maybe his last month or two with the Saints? We'll talk about that now. You ready to do this?
Yep, let's do this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 minutes starts now. Rob Ryan in 2015. Now, again, I have no idea why this is just now coming up. This article was written by Mike Rodek of ESPN. He wrote this article was published at 12:32 this morning. Rob Ryan's at the time in New Orleans almost got robbed. An accidental voicemail tipped the cops to plot to rob ex Saints defensive coordinator Rob Ryan. Thank you. I am just not getting my words thoroughly out there. They eventually linked two men in connection with this whole ordeal last year. The grand jury indicted 2 men and 6 others on armed robbery. One of the robbers told authorities or told the partners that he was with, saying that Rob Ryan is not a rapper. He's not like Lil Wayne. He's just a football coach. There's no bodyguards in front of his house. He's nothing. He's just a defensive coordinator for the Saints. Let's just go after him. So he's most likely a easy target.
Oh, this is brutal.
Yeah. But I don't think they ever went through with it. I don't know if they actually ever went through. I never did see anything if they actually did go through it. After this whole ordeal, Rob Ryan got fired by the Saints in November and got hired in January by his twin brother, one Rex Ryan, to be the assistant head coach and the defensive, I don't know if it's a coordinator or coach or something in Buffalo. Looking at this, just looking at this, do you believe that Rob Ryan got fired because of this whole ordeal as a part of a distraction to the team, although this was not his fault? Or was this because the Saints had defensive issues? Now, from my perspective, I did not see the Saints having really that much of a defensive issue. The only issue that they had was the whole ordeal. I don't know if Rob Ryan was coaching then with the whole ordeal with the bounty scheme.
I don't think so.
I don't think he was.
I didn't think about that.
I don't know if he was coaching then or not.
I don't think so.
Excuse me. I think he might have been coaching for them at that time, but then again, he may not have been. He might have been with Dallas at that time. Don't quote me.
Yeah, he might have been with Dallas. I'm not going to rule.
He might have been with Dallas at that time, but even if considering, if Rob Ryan was not a part of that bounty scheme, I did not see him as a issue with defense. I believe that Rob Ryan is one of the best defensive coordinators, but not up there with one other person. I put him in my top 5, but there's one person on my list that's actually that I consider maybe 2 ahead of Rob Ryan.
Who's that?
Tony Dungy and Dick LeBeau. Although
Agreed.
Dungy was a head coach, he would be a good fit as a defensive coordinator and would do good with a defensive coordinator versus being a head coach. Now, he proved himself on both sides.
That Dungy was the defensive coordinator for Brainford.
You talking about Tampa Bay, are you?
Dude, he was the head coach. He played defensive coordinator.
I don't remember with
I don't
who.
remember what team it was.
Pittsburgh? Are you talking about him as a player?
No, not as a player.
Oh.
I thought it was as a coach.
I don't think he was anything as a coach.
Oh, before I continue, Rob Ryan was a coach for the Cowboys, was defensive coordinator 2011, 2012, and then he was with New Orleans 2013 to 2015.
Well, who was he with during the tenure of 2009?
Cleveland Browns.
Okay, so he wasn't nowhere near that. So you look at this, Rob Ryan, to me, is one of the... I did not see him as a issue with the Saints defense.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see... Matter of fact, I didn't see it with Dallas either.
I thought they had a pretty good defense.
They had a good... Anywhere he went.
Yeah, anywhere he went, they had a pretty good defense. And this is going to be pretty much the same way when Bills start their season. They're having pretty good defense.
Their defense is not going to be the issue. It's their offense that's going to be the issue.
Absolutely.
It's their offense that's going to be the issue.
Rex Ryan go in there and fix some stuff up, but
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But I never seen Rex Ryan as an issue. I never did. Well, I'm sorry, Rob Ryan. Excuse me. I never seen Rob Ryan as a big issue to defense. Never. And maybe this will continue.
You never know.
I just don't think that a lot of people just fired him because he didn't put forth enough effort. I'm like, well, he put in his effort. You just need to work on that offensive side.
Absolutely.
Because every team he went to always had an offensive side in.
And just to clear a name, Buddy Ryan.
Thank you. Buddy Ryan. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 minutes. Thank you for listening to the show.
All right, you can check us out on the social media side. Listen to more of our podcasts. You follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. You like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. Of course, we got the blog featuring critical thinking and analysis. You can check that out at DoubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com. Yeah.
Peyton Manning made it big. Roast on the Deflategate.
Yeah, I seen the line when I was sitting in the elevator.
I didn't get to see it.
And I seen the line. I don't know what it was or what it was about, but I would have loved to.
I didn't get to see it, and I want to see it.
I'm going to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. Daryl.
Yes, sir.
We'll catch up with you on another episode. Until then, ciao.